In this section, we look at another function called map. Map is a lot like the filter function. It also takes in a callback. Now let's take a look at the documentation in the Mozilla Developer Network. According to here, the summary, the map method creates a new array with the results calling a provided function on every element in this array. So what happens is this callback iterates through or moves over the array while doing something that is designed. We can see several examples here. This is a quick example where we use the math library and we kind of like loop over numbers while applying the math.sort function to get a square root of each of these numbers here. We can also do map and work with objects as well. Now in this case here, an object can be recreated in a nice way. Now that's reformatting and several more. You can take a look at these examples in your own free time. Now let's take a look at an example where we loop through a bunch of musicians and then we work with them. So we have a bunch of musicians. We have Louis Armstrong up to Justin Bieber, all with different genres, jazz, R&B, and pop. Suppose you are told to find the musicians' names. Yeah. And one route is we could have a list of names or an array of names. Then we loop. We could have a loop. And then we all push it into this array. And then let's try to log the names and see what things look like for us. Right now there's no names, but we'll figure that out. I think you've spotted this error. So let's change it to musicians and musicians. We'll write that and we get a bunch of names: Louis Armstrong, Miles Davis, Dizzy, and things like that. And let's see how we can do this using the map method. I'm going to comment this out. And just at the top here, I'm going to provide a list of names and I'll start with the array. Then after that, I'll put in my map. Inside map, we'll provide a function. And this function will take in a single musician. And it will only return that musician's property, name property. Okay, probably a little bit simpler, but we'll see it shortly. So let's try to type in, and that's it, same thing. We can also use the ECMAScript style of doing this, and same results as before. So you can comment this out and say var names musicians map, and here we'll take in a single musician, then just return that single musician's name property. And when you type that, you get a bunch of errors, but try that using this version where we have a harmony arrow functions flag to node. And yep, you can see it's much shorter. And we can try to uncomment this and put it all in one line to see what it looks like. And it's fair to say that these are just a few characters compared to this loop below. So I hope this helps. Thank you.